السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله ذي الملك والملكوت والعز والجبروت الحي الذي لا يموت، ثم الصلاة والسلام الأتمان الأكملان على خير خلق الله محمد عبد الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء بعضهم أولياء بعض ومن يتولهم منكم فإنه منهم إن الله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. فترى الذين في قلوبهم مرض يسارعون فيهم يقولون نخشى أن تصيبنا دائرة فعسى الله أن يأتي بالفتح أو بأمر من عنده فتصبحوا على ما أسروا في أنفسهم نادمين. إخوة الإيمان, before we begin our lecture on the Mongolians and the events after the fall of Baghdad, in the previous lecture we mentioned a painful event for the Muslims, the event of the year 656 of the Hijri calendar, and that was the fall of the city of Baghdad, the capital city of the Muslim state, the fall of the capital city of the Islamic state, a city that was there for over 500 years. And from that date on, Fillah, till today, we do not have a leader that unifies all the Muslims. We do not have a Khalifa. Since the fall of the Khilafah in the year 656 of the Hijri calendar, with the sack of Baghdad by the evil man Hulagu Khan, the son of Jochi, the son of Tulay, the son of Genghis Khan. Baghdad fell because the Prime Minister, from amongst the reasons, the Prime Minister Ibn al-Kamil, the Shi'i Prime Minister, he supported the Mongolians. This man became the leader after the fall of Baghdad, after 1 million Muslims have been massacred. He's told, you're the leader of Baghdad. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dishonored this man. No one obeys him. The Mongolian soldiers insult him in public. And he was in a lot of anguish and anxiety. He did not live after his betrayal except a few months. He died in al-Kamil. His own son took over. His son did not even last that year. A betrayer, the son of a betrayer did not last that year. Betrayal will not take you anywhere. So after Baghdad has been massacred, the city of Baghdad, everything has been taken. Hulagu Khan, he takes the wealth, the treasures of Baghdad, he takes them back to a place called Hamadan in Iran, his main city. And he takes a part of the wealth that he likes a lot to an island in Azerbaijan to keep for himself. Then he plans his next move. When he's planning his next move, Hulagu Khan, the whole world is coming to give him allegiance and saying, you are our leader, and giving him the oath of allegiance. Amongst the people who give him the oath of allegiance are Muslim leaders in that part of the world. More so the leader of Mosul, Badruddin al-Ulu. The leaders of Anadol of Turkey, it's called Kikawis and Kalj Arslan IV. The leader of Hims, Ashraf al-Ayyubi. The leader of Aleppo and Damascus, Al-Nasir Yusuf. All these leaders, they are Muslim leaders, but they rush towards the new reality so that it does not fall on them what Allah brought to the city of Baghdad. What fell on Baghdad, on our brothers, it happened already. We can't do anything about it. Let us go be allies of these Mongolians so that we can save ourselves with an extra day in the dunya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, فَتَرَى الَّذِينَ فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٍ. You will surely see the ones who have a sickness in their heart. يُسَارِعُونَ فِيهِمْ. They rush towards the enemies of Allah. يَقُولُونَ نَخْشَى أَن تُصِيبَنَا دَائِرَةً. We say we are afraid that what happened to the people of Baghdad will come to us. So this is not the way of the Muslims. Your brothers have been massacred, then you rush to the people who oppressed and massacred your brothers to give them allegiance, to say that we are one people, that we support you in all your endeavors of conquering the entire world. And as we mentioned previously, you can choose whichever path you choose, the end result is one. You can choose the path of cowardice or you can choose the path of bravery. If you choose the path of cowardice, it will not increase your life by a single day. If you choose the path of bravery, it will not reduce your life by a single day. The day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written for you to live this dunya is exactly the day you're going to live it. So live this world with your head raised high, in bravery, in courage, or live this world in a humiliated state, in a cowardice state. You meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala where you are an ally of the enemies of Islam. So these people, they all rush towards Hulagu Khan, except one leader. In the east of Turkey, in the northeast of Syria, the northwest of Iraq, a small city, a small area is called Mayyafariqin. It's led by one of the Ayyubid leaders. It's called Al-Kamil Muhammad Ayyubi. This man refused. He said, I cannot find it in my conscience to go be with the Mongolians, yet they have done to our Muslim brothers what they have done in Baghdad. I cannot find it in my conscience as a Muslim to go ally myself with these barbarians who killed the Khalifa in that barbaric way and massacred and raped and pillaged the city of the Muslims, the city of Baghdad. I cannot stand with them. I'm not going to give them allegiance. So Hulagu Khan is worried that this cancer of resistance that this man is portraying and showing can spread. The Muslims can start rallying to his call to jihad, to defend their honor, to defend their lives, to defend their property. And this cancer or this disease can spread to other lands of the Muslims and we'll be in trouble. Muslims are not some people who are easy to take. They conquered most of the world in a few years and they were super powerful close to half a millennia. Over 500 years plus, the Muslims are very powerful. So we have to control this situation that's occurring in Mayyafariqin. So he decides to send an envoy, and he's very intelligent. He doesn't choose a Mongolian envoy. He chooses a Christian, Arab Christian. It's called Bishop Yaqubi. So he sends this bishop to this leader, Al-Kamil Muhammad Ayyubi. Tells him, you have to accept the status quo. We Mongolians are going to rule everything under the sky. From the Pacific to the Atlantic, all these lands belongs to the great Khan. You have to accept the status quo, otherwise you're a terrorist, you're a whatever, you're a person who's going against the trend. And the second message was not mentioned, but it was clear. Why did he send a Christian Arab? To show that we Mongolians are not alone in this endeavor. We have allies from the Crusader states of Tripoli and Antakya and so on and so forth. So we are together with Crusaders in this endeavor to finish the Islamic states wherever they are. We are going to destroy Islam and Muslims for all of eternity if it's possible. So either accept what we want or you will be harmed. He spoke to the leader in a very bad manner. The leader felt that these people have not shown respect to any laws that people have accepted for all of eternity. For example, the laws related to ambassadors. So he took out his sword and he killed this envoy and he sent the message to Hulagu Khan that between us and you is war. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give victory to whoever he wants to, but between us and you is war. So when Hulagu Khan, this message reached him that there's people still daring to fight me as the great Khan. We have conquered most of the world, we have conquered most of Europe, most of Asia, and we are going to conquer most of these Muslims also. There's someone who's daring actually to fight with us. Okay. So he sends his son, Ashmut or Yashmut, to go besiege this land of Mayyafariqin. And he also sends his allies to besiege and to finish off this cancer before it becomes dangerous. Ikhwani fillah, Mayyafariqin, he's alone. No Muslim is going to support him. No non-Muslim is going to support him in this endeavor. And he's in a place where he's surrounded from all sides by his enemies. Mayyafariqin, Ikhwani fillah, as you mentioned, is the east of Turkey. So if you look at the map where Mayyafariqin is in Diyarbakir, towards the east immediately is the land of Armenia. And Armenia are allies of the Mongolians. even the attack of Baghdad, Haythum the first, the king of Armenia, participated in it. So Armenia is bordering Mayyafariqin towards the east. Towards the northeast also is the land of Georgia. Georgia also participated in the massacre of Baghdad, allies of the Mongolians. So that's east and northeast. Towards the southeast is the land of Nainawa, Mosul. And the leader of Mosul is a betraying Muslim, it's called Badruddin Lu'lu. He's also with the Mongolians. So this is towards the east. Now if you look towards the west, is Kikawis and Karj Arslan, the leaders of Anadol, of Turkey, of Anatolia, towards the west. Towards the southwest is his own cousin, Nasir Yusuf, the leader of Aleppo and Damascus, also an ally of the Mongolians. So he's trapped from both sides, from the east, the west, the north, the south. He's entrapped between these people who are all in this alliance. So the army of Hulagu Khan, his son Yashmut, they come, they besiege the city of Mayyafariqin. Of course, you'll find whenever a trial befell the Muslims, you'll find the Muslims divided into two groups. Know this always. You shall find some Muslims who are very patient, who accept that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala plans as His wills. And also you'll find, some Muslims who all of a sudden, they think they're the wisest people in society. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, سَلَقُوكُمْ بِأَلْسِنَةٍ حِدَادٍ أَشِحَّةً عَلَى الْخَيْرِ أُولَٰئِكَ لَمْ يُؤْمِنُوا فَأَحْبَطَ اللَّهُ أَعْمَالَهُم. Allah says about these people is when such a thing happens, you find them talking a lot. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لِيَمِيزَ اللَّهُ الْخَبِيثَ مِنَ الطَّيِّبِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to make it clear who are the true Muslims and who are the ones who are just claiming La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah is not only the mosque and your salah and your actions. When a trial befalls you, when a musibah befalls you, that is when you will know truly if that La ilaha illallah is deeply entrenched in your hearts or it's just on your tongues. Are you together? Alif Lam Mim. أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. Do the people think they will be left and they will not be tried? You shall all be tried until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who is truthful amongst you and who is a liar amongst you. So the city of Mayyafariqin is besieged. People elsewhere are glad that this is not befalling them. That what has happened to the people of Mayyafariqin, what has happened to the people of Gaza has not fallen on them. As we are safe, we are okay. We were smart. We didn't act. We obeyed, we accepted. We surrendered. We put our head down in humiliation to live an extra day. So, Ikhwani Fillah, Hulagu Khan receives a letter from Nasir Yusuf. Nasir Yusuf is the leader of Syria, Aleppo and Damascus. These are the two capital cities of Syria. These are the two oldest cities in the entire world. Aleppo and Damascus, the oldest cities in the entire world of history. So he receives a letter, Hulagu Khan. He says, Nasir Yusuf. Nasir Yusuf is the great-grandson of Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi. Nasir Yusuf, the son of Zahir, the son of Aziz, the son of Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi, great-grandson. He sends a letter to Hulagu Khan. He says, my cousin that you're besieging Mayyafariqin has asked me for food. I have refused him food. He has asked me for water. I have refused him water because of the great alliance and the great loyalty I have for you. But I request you, O great Khan, to assist me with a part of your great army so that we can go conquer Egypt together and Egypt becomes part of my kingdom. Syria is not enough for me. I want also Egypt has been taken over by the Mamluks. I want to take it over so that it becomes part of my kingdom. Subhanallah. In this state where Muslims are in all this weakness and all this massacre and death that has happened to them, you find a person who claims to be a Muslim leader going to the enemies of Islam, seeking their help to fight their own fellow Muslims. So Hulagu Khan is not very pleased that, number one, this letter was not brought by Nasir Yusuf. Where's the decorum? Where is the respect? It was brought by your son. Why didn't you come yourself? Why are you being disrespectful sending your son? You didn't come by yourself. And number two, the language you're using shows that you consider ourselves as equal. And we as Mongolians do not see anyone equal to us. It is us and the entire world subjugated under us. We cannot have any person who thinks they are on equal footing us. You are either with us or against us. But being allies or being the same level as us, that language we do not understand. Have you not seen what we did to Baghdad? And how we massacred the Khalifa? We trampled him with our feet. And we took all the treasures of Baghdad that were not used for the power or to strengthen the people of Baghdad. You left all this. Then now you're claiming for our alliance. You shall see what we'll do to you. So Nasir Yusuf, he sees this letter and starts shaking. What do I do? So he decides, oh, sheikhs, scholars, come, give me advice. Let us call for jihad fi sabilillah to fight the Mongolians. Jihad. This is the pinnacle of Islam. Dirwat al-Islam. This is the highest level of Islam. You don't reach this high level until you go through some steps. Then you're a person who is a betrayer, a hypocrite, a person who stood with the enemies of Islam. Then now you're claiming that you want to declare jihad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is tayyib and does not accept that which is good. So he takes all his army from the city of Aleppo to near the city of Damascus so that he can plan how to fight the Mongolians in quotes. So he lives in the city of Aleppo. Hulagu Khan, he's in Hamadan, he's in Iran. He gathers his great army and he crosses into Iraq. He crosses the mountains of Iran, crosses into Arbil, which is in Kurdistan of Iraq, crosses into Nainawa, into the land of Mosul, and he reaches the Tigris River. The Tigris River is the first river that you reach when you're coming from the east. So he crosses the river easily. It's a very difficult river to cross. But he crosses easily because the leader of Mosul is his ally. He's built bridges for him. He has prepared supplies for him. So he crosses the Tigris River. Crossing the Tigris River, the next river is the Euphrates. Iraq is called Bilad al-Rafidain because it has two rivers, the Tigris River and the Euphrates. The land between the Tigris and the Euphrates is called Al-Jazeera. It's like an island between two water bodies. It's called Al-Jazeera. It's called an island. So he reaches Al-Jazeera. Also, he goes through Al-Jazeera, the cities of Nasibin and so on, and he crosses from the Euphrates into the land of Turkey. When he crosses Turkey, he sees Mayyafariqin from a distance. He leaves it alone. He crosses from Turkey into Syria and he starts besieging the land of Aleppo, the city of Aleppo from the north of Aleppo. And he manages to besiege the entire city. The people of Aleppo at that time are led by the uncle of this leader, is called Turan Shah. Turan Shah is a very old man, but he loves the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. He does not accept humiliation. He does not accept for these Mongolians to do to the city of Aleppo what they did to the city of Baghdad. So he refuses to surrender and he decides to defend the city with whatever power and strength they have. So the Muslims, this took the entire 657 and Muharram of 658. So as the Mongolians are besieging the city of Aleppo, news reaches Khanifillah, the city of Aleppo, that the Muslims of Mayyafariqin, after 18 months of resistance, of fighting the Mongolians, they were subdued, the gates were opened, and all the Muslims were massacred in the city of Mayyafariqin. Every single Muslim man, woman, or child was massacred in the city of Mayyafariqin. Their houses were burnt. The city was left in a destroyed state. Only the Christians were left alive. And one person from this city was captured. Who is this man who was captured? The leader we spoke about, Al-Kamil Muhammad Ayyubi. We mentioned previously, another Kamil Muhammad Ayyubi in the year 626 of Hijri calendar. The one who gave Al-Quds for free to his crusader friend because he wanted an alliance to fight his own family. This is the second Kamil Muhammad Ayyubi, a person of honor, a person of izzah, a person who has that love for the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal. So he was captured by a Shmut and is brought to the city of Hulagu, the city of Aleppo. Hulagu Khan, when he sees this man, he gets very angry. and he wants to torture him, and he starts torturing him. They crucify him, they put him on a cross, they tie him. Then Hulagu Khan, he himself does not give anyone this task. He takes a knife and he starts cutting off the body parts of this leader, Kamil Ayyubi, from his hands. Whatever flesh he can come or remove, and he puts it in his mouth to feed him. Eat your own meat. And he continues torturing in this manner, cutting off flesh after flesh after flesh, until this man, he breathed his last and he died. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ فَرِحِينَ بِمَا آتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ وَيَسْتَبْشِرُونَ بِالَّذِينَ لَمْ يَلْحَقُوا بِهِمْ مِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ أَلَّا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. This man, he was killed. But Hulagu Khan was not finished. He's dead, yes, but he still wants to take his anger out on him. So they behead him. They remove his head and they put it on a spear, and they make sure it is taken around the land of Syria, so that every Muslim man or woman or child who thinks of resistance, who thinks of jihad, who thinks of fighting for a cause, this is what will happen to you. What this leader thought that he was doing with his bravery, this is the same thing that will happen to him. So they went around with this head for months and months. They were going, displaying this head, until it reached a place called Babul Faradis in Damascus, and they left it there for a while, and this head was later removed and taken and buried, and that place became a mosque later. It's called Masjid al-Ra's. So with this, the city of Mayyafariqin, they were massacred after 18 months of patience. After 18 months, no one was helping them, no one was assisting them, no one stood with them. And next lesson, we shall look at what happened to the city of Aleppo and the city of Homs and Hama and Damascus, all the cities of Syria, what happened to them with the Mongolians. And thereafter, we shall look at one of the greatest victories, not only in Islamic history, but in world history, the great battle of Ain Jalut that happened in the land or near the land of Gaza. The Prophet ﷺ says, لا تزال طائفة من أمتي ظاهرين على الحق لا يضره من خذلهم حتى يأتي أمر الله وهم كذلك. There will always be a group of Muslims, even if very few. They will always stand upon the right. Even if they are betrayed by all their fellow Muslims, it will not harm them. They will always stand by what is right, and they will be on the correct way. The Prophet ﷺ was asked, who are those people, Ya Rasulullah? Where are they going to be? He says, Hum fi Bayt al-Maqdis wa akna fi Bayt al-Maqdis. They are going to be in Jerusalem or in Bayt al-Maqdis, and around Bayt al-Maqdis, the lands of Asqalan, the lands of Gaza, and so on. These are the Ta'ifatul Mansura, according to the scholars of Islam. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.